There it is, boys and girls. 108. 108. This one on wet rags. That's the inside of the RV. 108. It's hot here. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope somebody shows up because I really would like to know if it's delayed, if it's skipping. It looks like it's not recording well. Maybe it's just me. Well, here goes nothing. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There is a chance that I am positive for the virus. Some of the people in the community here have tested positive, and they're friends of ours that we hang out with. And this whole pandemic thing has now become a reality for me. I see I got a few people watching. If somebody can tell me if they hear me okay, because it's 108 inside the RV, as you can see. It's a little choppy. I'm sorry, guys. I got it on the best internet that I have. There's just not much I can do. There's a good chance that I'm going to come up positive for the virus. We are in Bullhead City, Arizona, and some of the people that we socialize with within our gated community called us to tell us that they have tested positive. The heat is so bad here in the desert that the air conditioners just can't keep up. But because everything's locked down, there's no place to go that has air conditioning. So that's hence the blue rag. Lori and I aren't scared. We're not scared about it. We're just going to deal with it. It is what it is. God has a plan. We're going to trust God through it. What I tried to do, so you know, is I tried to isolate. I have 3 air conditioners, but only 2 of them can go at one time. I tried to isolate the front 2 because this is our living space. But in the bedroom, 2 of them go into the bedroom. The middle one and the back one go into the bedroom. I should have ran it to the bedroom and kept the bedroom closed, and it would have stayed a lot cooler. For anybody just coming in, I don't want anybody to think I'm playing here. It's 108 degrees. You can see it right there on my thermostat. It did get to 109 at some point. It's starting to come down. It's down a degree. This is the beginning of my journey, guys. I don't know that I am positive for sure. I've had a headache for a few days. My boost of energy from eating well is gone, so I feel run down. I don't have any real aches, but the people that tested positive went to Oregon and called us from Oregon because they got a test out there. We cannot get tested here where we are. Driving is not an option at the moment. I ran to Walmart this afternoon to pick up a big grocery order so that we had food stocked in case I get sick because Lori doesn't drive. And it was tough for me to get there and back focusing enough to drive. There's no way that I could drive Big Bertha anywhere. So we're not moving. We've made it this far. We'll be okay. Now that we know what happens I tried to run the front air so that we had more space. There's nothing in the bedroom but the bed, and it's really not going to be comfortable, but that's how we're going to have to live. Once we get it cooled down in here tonight, the bedroom will stay cool because we'll keep it closed off. I am going to try and document throughout the days coming what's going on. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be here every day. I'm going to try like hell because this isn't for you or me. This is for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren to look back in history and see what I went through. If, God forbid, something happens, if I get the virus, if I end up in the hospital. So here's what happened was Lori wanted to get her hair done yesterday because we know we're going for a second lockdown here. They just closed the river off. You can't get on the river. All beaches are closed. They closed all indoor dining, I think. They've closed all the bars. They've closed all the nightclubs, anything with entertainment. A lot of the casinos are now pulling the dealers out. And they're only having slots. And so while she was getting her hair done, her phone rang, but she didn't really check on it on the phone. By the way, I am taking my temperature in case anybody wants to know. I am keeping an eye on that. So she got a call and she didn't think nothing of it because she was getting her hair done. When she got done getting her hair done, she checked the phone and it was the couple that we know here relatively well. And listen, we're not sitting down that side by side all the time. I did go over to their house so we could go for coffee. But she called to tell Lori that they were on their way home. They had rented a car and they're going to drive back from Oregon. And she wanted to let us know that both her and her husband tested positive for the beer bug, corona, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to say a whole lot of the virus. I don't want to lose my videos with YouTube. And I know they're cracking down on that kind of stuff. So Lori and I immediately prayed about it. We have not told our family, so please, nobody post anything about it on Facebook. If you want to ask me how I'm doing, private message me. So the first thing I did was I jumped on the phone and tried to find a place to get tested. There's one place here, one place that does testing, the hospital. And they only test you if you have severe enough symptoms that they think they're going to have to treat you. They don't have enough tests. You get tested if you go to the hospital. That's the only way you get tested, Linda. Now, they hinted to me without saying it that they believe starting Monday or Tuesday, there may be public testing for people like me to be able to go and get tested and see if we have it. We have a huge spike here in our numbers. For 2 months, we had like 9 people in the whole county that had the virus. One death, and that was somebody visiting from California that passed away from the virus. And all of a sudden, in one day, we had 44 positive cases, people being admitted to the hospital, and it became a real big thing here. If you hear fans and stuff going, we got fans going, guys, I'm sorry. They're blowing hot air around is all they're doing. I'm not cooling off with the fan. The temperature is going up again. See if I can get it to show up on the screen. It's 109 in here now. And listen, don't feel sorry for me. Please don't feel sorry for me. I let my own guard down. I made my own decisions about social distancing. I made my own decisions about the people I socialized with within the community. You have to understand we're in a 55-plus community. We all order our groceries from Walmart, and we go and pick them up so that the people put them in our car. We're not going out clothes shopping. We're not out doing all the risky things. We're not protesting. We're not doing any of that. We're just kind of secluded behind some big iron gates of the development. So we all kind of let our guard down because we could feel kind of secure here. So it's a little scary. I want to. Hi JL, how are you? I want to try and make this kind of a documentary, not so much, how I am. I want to try and let people know what's going on. We're praying about it. We trust God has a plan. We are in the desert. We are by the Colorado River in a town called Bullhead, Arizona. It's supposed to be 116 today at 4 o'clock, which is right about now, I think. We're right at the height of the day. Sorry. We're right at the height of the day. It'll start cooling off from here, but at 10 o'clock tonight, it'll still be 98. In the morning at 6 o'clock when I get up, it's usually 88 to 92 degrees outside. It does not cool off into the 60s and 70s. Hopefully by then, the air conditioners will start to cool this place down. Once we get it cooled down, we'll be okay. We will isolate the air into the bedroom and we'll move into the bedroom of the RV. It is a 10 by 10 area, probably. We have color TV back there. We have electricity for our phones to be on our phones and all that. Yes, I don't even want to talk about how much water I'm drinking. We're draining the tank in Big Bertha every other day. That's how much water Lori and I are going through. I just heard about Bald and Bankrupt. Yes, I know. I heard about it. Somebody called me about it to let me know about it. Guys, I'm not playing around. If I feel the least bit sick, I'm going right to the hospital. It's the only place we can go here. I'm not scared. Frugality, I'm not scared at all. God is totally, fully in control. I'm not faking the video. I can promise you that. It's I didn't fall for the conspiracy theories, but I wasn't as diligent about my mask out here because, like I said earlier, we only had 2 cases. We only had 9 cases in the first 2 months. Sorry, a little hot. I'm not thinking 100% clear. I will not be deleting my videos. If you want to leave nasty comments, that's fine. Understand that I'm making this video more for my grandchildren and great-grandchildren so that when they talk about it in history class, they can see what I did, what I went through. I don't even know that I have the virus. All I know is I have a headache. My stomach bothers me a little bit. I said it was the heat. My wife said it was the heat. I mean, I keep showing the temperature in here. It is 109 degrees in the RV, guys. That's inside with the air running. So we're trying to stay cool the best we can. If I get tested and it comes back positive, I will openly talk about it. We are not posting it on Facebook at the moment. And I'm not doing this for subscribers on YouTube. This isn't about any of that. This is for my children. This is for my grandchildren. This is for my great-grandchildren. I need them to know what this is all about, what the reality of it is. what it feels like to have somebody call you and say, well, we socialize, we're at the pool at the same time of the day. You've been over to our house for coffee in the last week. You've done, we've done these things together. You may want to get tested. Um, so I'm kind of waiting the weekend out. This happened on a Friday afternoon. I really don't want to go sit in the hospital all day to find out. But I'm hoping that what she was hinting at about being public test on Monday is true. There's no way that I could drive to Vegas, which is the closest city to us. It is 96 miles from here. So that's got me a little concerned. There are hospitals around here, but the biggest type city where they have public testing and stuff like that is Phoenix, Arizona, which is 5 hours south. I think it's, no, I'm sorry, 3 hours south of us. Tucson is 5 hours south of us, and Vegas, which is 96 miles from here. We're okay. I have a little bit of a headache. I can't focus on anything. I tried to focus on this stuff. I just tried to focus on anything that's normal heat. The next 7 days will be 110 degrees plus. Our bodies are not, I don't want to say that we're adjusted to it because it's hot. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to throw this on top for a second, only because I'm starting to get a little warm. It's 110 out here this time of year. We're just south of Vegas, so if you see Vegas temperatures, we're normally 5 to 8 degrees hotter year round than Vegas. We are going to be breaking records here tomorrow and Monday, and our number of days above 110 degrees we're going to be breaking records for right now. If they have public testing on Monday, know that I will go sit in line, whatever it takes to get the testing done. I will get the testing done, even if the headache starts to go away. I am not taking Advil. Okay? I'm not taking it. So please, everybody know that I am not taking it. They say it's bad for you. I'm not going to take it. I'm not taking anything for my headache. What I usually do for a headache is I put a cool rag on my forehead, I turn the lights out, and I lay with my eyes closed. I didn't get zinc pills. This was the only thing I could get. That's the only thing I was able to get. It's an immune support dietary supplement. We're not going to have a BB0647. We are not going to be able to have a choice of testing. Right now, there's no place that does testing. We are in the desert. My mother's in Florida, so I understand what you're saying. I don't really care if it comes back positive or negative. We are self-quarantining for 2 weeks to make sure, only because we know that we were around people that have it. The only place we can get a test, BB0647, is at the hospital. It's the only place that does testing, and their tests are limited. So they're only giving it to the people that they think have to come in to stay. So they're really, it's a dose of reality, and that's why I wasn't going to record this video because we're trying to keep this from my family. So please don't post anything on Facebook, guys. I don't care how much you hate me. Please don't put this on Facebook. My children don't need to know about this right now. Until I'm sure, until we know what's going on. I beg you, please don't. It's more about, I want my raw emotion to be recorded. I want people to know that it's not scary. So far, it's not been scary. I don't have any really strong tightness in the chest. I don't have any breathing issues at the moment. What I have is, I feel like I'm fat. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Anybody that's going on keto knows that when you start keto, all of a sudden you get this boost of energy and you want to go. Well, about 3 or 4 days ago, that get up and go left. I don't have that same drive. I don't have that same drive at all. So they call it fatigue. I don't know if I'm fatigued or not. I don't know. All I know is I've had a headache for 3 or 4 days. I'm not taking any aspirin for it. I am on a regimen of vitamin C. This was the only thing that we could get that actually had zinc in it. Remember, I'm in the desert, so it's not like I can go hunt in drugstores. So, guys, I'm going to end this now. I'm starting to get a little tired. I'm getting a little hot. I just wanted you to know that there is a chance that I may be coming up positive. I am going to record these videos as often as I can. I'd like to do 2 or 3 a day just to let you know how I'm feeling, how things are going. It's just not, it's not scary. I'm a little concerned. I appreciate everybody that's praying for me in the chat. You know that I'm a firm believer. You know that I stand on my faith. I am not in the least bit concerned about anything. My wife said, what happens if something happens to you? I'm like, you got $500,000 to spend. I mean, I wasn't trying to be smart. It was just the way it is. I took out a life insurance policy. I've built my business to support her. If something happened to me, I feel like the Lord has led me to do everything I need to do up to this point. He led me to he's been tugging at my, I don't have an oxygen meter. I do have a Dollar Tree thermometer that we are using. Maybe I will order an oxygen meter off of Amazon. I do get deliveries from Amazon. It takes me an extra day. It goes to Vegas first. I am drinking plenty of water. When I get off, I'll drink 16 ounces of water straight. I have a water cup. I drink it right out of the refrigerator. Guys, know that I'm okay. I will try and get back on here tonight and let you know and show you the temperature, that so you know that I'm not sleeping in a 100-degree RV. This is a tin box. It sucks up a lot of heat, but it also disperses heat pretty quickly. My wife and I will be okay. We will get through this with the Lord's blessing, if that is his will. And just go from there and see what happens. Guys, remember one thing, all right? Tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know, man. Reality set in. I've lost I have lost 3 brothers now before they were 65. I have lost 2 nieces to drug overdoses. You never know when the Lord's going to call you home. I am not going to preach to anybody, but know this: God is there if you need to talk to him. God loves you. Lord knows I'm trying in this freaking heat. It's going to be tough. Uh, I'm out of here. I'll try and get back later, guys. God bless, man. I am gonna try and keep my chin up through this and smile. God loves me. I know that, and He also loves you. Have a blessed day, guys, man. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.